Hey, what's going on, guys? It's ETA Prime back here again. Today we're going to be taking a look at a really awesome little accessory for your Raspberry Pi. Now this will work on the Raspberry Pi 2, 3, 3B Plus, and the Raspberry Pi 4. And basically what it is a programmable fan for your Raspberry Pi. It's got a breakout board that connects to your GPIO pins. No soldering is required whatsoever, and this sits right on top of your CPU. We have a fan, a button, and an RGB LED, which can all be independently controlled, or you can just set up their auto script, which is probably the easiest way to go. So inside of the box, you're going to receive some hardware, the PCB that connects to the GPIO pins and allows the fan to be mounted, and the fan itself. In this video, I'm going to do a quick assembly. I'm going to show you how to set up their auto script, and then we're going to get into some testing because I'm really interested to see how cool this can keep my Raspberry Pi. So here's a closer look of everything included in this little kit. We have the fan here. We also have the GPIO PCB. The fan's going to mount right to this. And this also has a button and an RGB LED incorporated. When you use their auto script, the LED will be green when you're in the cool zone, yellow when you're warming up, and red when you're at temperature. And you can set this to pretty much anything you want, but their auto script has a certain temperature set, and I find it works pretty well with the Pi SHIM and the Raspberry Pi 4. So in order to get this all set up, we're going to grab the plastic hardware that's included. We're going to put 2 screws in the Fan SHIM's mounting bracket here. And on top of those, we're going to add 2 nuts just to hold them in place. And finally, you can mount the fan right on top of these 2 screws with the extra nuts included with the kit. Make sure you plug the power in for the fan. And that's it. It's now time to attach it to the Raspberry Pi. And I really like the way this is set up. You don't have to do any soldering. This is designed to slide right down on the GPIO pins. Kind of sits in place. And all that's really left to do is install the script. Now, if you don't install the script, this fan's just going to be turned on and it'll still cool your Pi. But if you want to mess around with the button, the RGB LED, and have the fan turn on and off at certain intervals, we can install this script. And to do this, it's pretty easy. We're going to have to go into Terminal, and I'm going to be running Raspberry Pi OS. Okay, so here we are with the Raspberry Pi 4. I have the Fan SHIM installed. We don't have an LED on the Fan SHIM, and the fan is on right now because we don't have any scripts installed. In order to get this installed, it's actually super easy. I'll leave a link in the description. They have a full Python library for the Fan SHIM over at Pimoroni, right in their tutorial section. You're going to install it through here. And I'm going to be using the example that they have. But you can always modify this to set it at a lower temperature or a higher temperature. So basically what's going to happen here is the fan's going to come on at 65 degrees Celsius. It's going to go off at 55. It's going to keep the fan from running full time. It doesn't make any noise anyway, so if you do want to run it manually, you can always do that and you'll never hear it. So the highest temperature we should get out of a stock clock Raspberry Pi 4 is 65 degrees Celsius because that's when the fan comes on. It'll kick off at 55. If you read through the list here, you can always set the temperature. They have examples here. So if you want the fan to turn on at 75 and turn off at 60 with a delay of 5 seconds, you'll put in something that looks like this. Personally, if I was to overclock my Raspberry Pi, I would definitely even turn this down from 65 down to around 60 or even 55. And we can have it go off at 50 degrees. But for this video, I'm going to be using their example. It'll come on at 65 and go off at 55. And once we have all this installed, the LED on the Pi SHIM PCB is going to indicate what the temperatures are. Green's going to be cool, yellow it's heating up, red we're sitting around 65 degrees. We can also long press the button on the Fan SHIM to put it into manual mode. One short press will start and stop the fan, and if you long press it again, it'll re-enable automatic mode. So I think that's a cool little feature here also. The first thing we need to do is download the Fan SHIM Python libraries. We can do this with git clone https github.com pimoroni fan SHIM python. The next thing we need to do is go to that directory or folder we just downloaded by typing in cd fan SHIM python. And inside of this directory, there's an install.sh, so we're going to sudo install.sh. And finally, we're going to cd into that examples folder. And we're going to set this up with the example they provide. On at 65, off at 55, and you can change these values if you'd like to. You'll see the Fan SHIM's fan turn off, and the green light on the Fan SHIM's PCB should turn on. So in order to test this, I'm going to be using Stressberry. We're going to test it without the fan. We're going to test it with the fan on all the time and the basic 65 degrees kick on temperature. I'll get 3 readings, I can create a quick chart with Stressberry, and then we'll see how it functions like that at the stock clocks. But then I'm going to come back and try a 2 GHz overclock on it and just see if this fan shim can keep it cool with that overclock. So overall, at the stock clocks, the fan shim does an amazing job. It's pretty awesome that it's just a fan, there's no heatsink on the CPU itself. Green represents no fan shim at all. Blue, we're using the basic fan curve of 65 degrees Celsius. And orange is the fan in manual mode, always on. Now the Raspberry Pi 4 out of the box will throttle the CPU at 70 degrees Celsius. So you can see with no fan, we did get there. With the basic fan curve of 65 degrees Celsius, the highest we hit was obviously 65 degrees Celsius. The fan kicks on, it cools it back down. The fan goes off at 55. When it gets back to 65, it'll come on again. And that's perfectly fine. The CPU is not throttling at all. We're working at full performance, 1.5 gigahertz. But with the fan always on, as you can see, we never even hit 55 degrees Celsius. The highest I saw while this test was running was 52 degrees Celsius with the fan always on. You can put it in manual mode just by long pressing that button. Press it one more time, the fan will come on and it'll stay like that. Or you can set it up in automatic mode and still be under that thermal throttle limit. So at the stock clock of 1.5 gigahertz on the Raspberry Pi 4, the fan shim works amazingly. You could run this all day long and you'll never hit thermal throttle. But what about overclocking the Raspberry Pi 4 CPU? I'm going to go up to 2.1 gigahertz and then I'm going to run the test again. We're going to go full blast with the fan and then we're going to stick with that stock curve. I got a feeling that the stock curve is going to be set a little high for that 2.1 gigahertz overclock, so I would definitely recommend taking it down to come on at, let's say, 50 degrees Celsius instead of 65. And here it is with the overclock. 2.1 gigahertz on all 4 cores. The orange is the basic fan curve. Fan comes on at 65 degrees Celsius, and as you can see by the chart, that CPU does jump up to 70 degrees Celsius, but it comes right back down as soon as that fan comes on. It just takes a little while for it to catch up. This overclock is pretty extreme for a little chip like this, and it does produce a lot of heat. And that's why I mentioned if you want to run this in automatic mode, I would set it to coming on around 55 degrees Celsius just so we can catch up. But as you can see by the blue chart, in manual mode with the fan always on, it does stay under thermal throttle, and it'll do this all day at 2.1. So in the end, I think the fan shim is a neat little accessory for your Raspberry Pi 4. I love the fact that we can program this button, we have that RGB LED, and the fan does a really great job at the stock clocks, and it does keep us under thermal throttle even when we're overclocked. But that's pretty much it for this video. I really appreciate you watching. I will leave links in the description in case you want to pick one of these up. I've seen them anywhere from $10 all the way up to $14 in the United States. I think you can get them a bit cheaper in the UK because Pimoroni is based there. But that's it for this one. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And like always, thanks for watching.